One Page Weekly with Nick Slavik. Selling, Part 2. Data and feelings. 8.8% of the U.S. workforce are salespeople. That's a lot. 5.1% of the U.S. workforce is in the construction industry. Painting makes up about 4.1% of the construction workforce. 10% of that industry is involved in sales. In Minnesota, there's about 3,290 people employed in the painting industry, meaning that there might be potentially 329 estimators and salespeople for painting companies in Minnesota. Seems high to me, but follow the data, right? I employ, judging by those numbers, about 0.6% of the entire estimating and sales force in our industry in this state. My paint business owner friend, who owns a much larger business right up the road from me, could potentially employ 2.4% of the entire state's estimator sales workforce in our industry. My feelings about this? There aren't many people doing what we're doing. So I embark on another one of my missions now, to apply some advanced training to my team. One of our core values is constant improvement, and anyone who works with me knows I do not take that lightly. About 5 years ago, I hired and trained my first estimator. Let me make the distinction here. Estimators are people who act upon leads provided. Salespeople create their own leads. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page. Hiring your first estimator does a few things. Number one, makes you quantify all of the feelings-based prices and processes floating around in your recall memory. Holes are poked in your pricing model the first time your new estimator asks you, "What should I charge for this?" You reply, $2,000. Your estimator then asks a true but shaming question, "Why?" What you do next determines how willing you are to grow your business. Option 1, we've always done it this way. Option 2, you know what? I don't have a justification for the price, but let me go through job costing, take some measurements, and come up with a square footage price for you so you can replicate this in the future. I think you know which one I recommend. The first step in professionalizing this area of your business is to create a metric-based estimating process so the feelings are removed and replaced with data. The second step is to create a management system to support your estimators. After all, even if they are really good, they will hear more no's than yeses. And these are people who would typically thrive off acceptance and praise, if I may stereotype generally. Once you have a baseline of performance data, success ratio, average job size, revenue sold, you can then apply some advanced training. That's where you find me today. We're good, but we can do better. Anyone who's ever heard me speak in person will walk away with the biggest trick, hack, shortcut in our industry. Find friends and share readily. So as I create my advanced training, I called upon the best in the industry, my friends, software founders, paint business owners, Salesforce leaders, and the most interesting humans that do this better than me and at a larger scale. Within 3 hours, I received all of their SOPs, book recommendations, training manuals, and many words of advice and wisdom. Basic training for my people is mastering the basics. I'm sure this sounds familiar to consumers of Ask a Painter. I have a plan for the first part of advanced training after synthesizing and summarizing all of this knowledge. We're going to incorporate a deeper search for my clients' pain points, needs, and what's important to them. And we'll figure it out along the way. I'm not a salesperson. I don't get energy from doing it, but I do get energy from helping people. I did 800 estimates a year for a decade. Turns out, I did a lot of stuff really well. A combo of caring for humans and hammering repetitions. But I have a lot to learn as well, especially leading those who estimate and sell. So this training is just as much for me as it is for my beloved estimating team. I'll follow up with the data when I have it, something I probably don't have to say, and something that you likely assumed. This has been One Page Weekly with Nick Slavik.